I'm showing you now this IT security policy template from a NIS2 documentation toolkit from Advisora. And as you can see on this first page, typically you insert your company logo, company name, document name, code, version, date of version, author, approver, these kind of things. Anyway, on the second page, you normally display the change history, how the document has changed throughout the dates and throughout the versions. And then comes the table of contents, and then you start writing the main part of the document. Now, I'll come to this main part in a minute. Let me just first explain you the structure of this document. So, purpose, scope, and users. Typically, you write here who should read this document, why is it written, these kind of things. Then reference documents, so you refer here to NIS2 and also to other relevant cybersecurity standards like 27001 and so on. And then you start describing the acceptable use of IT assets. And sometimes this actually whole document is called acceptable use policy, not IT security policy, but it's really a matter of approach. So basically both of these titles come down to the same point, and this is describing the basic security rules for your all employees. And then, okay, you start with some definitions, and then you define what is the acceptable use in general for all the IT assets, who is responsible for assets. You describe general rules for acceptable use of assets, then who is responsible for assets, how the information needs to be deleted on, let's say, laptops and so on, what are the prohibited activities that are not allowed, how you take assets off-site, which kind of permissions are needed, how you actually return the assets once the contract with an employee is terminated, what is the backup procedure for all the devices, how you protect the devices from malware, from viruses, what is the authorization for use of IT systems, what are the user account responsibilities, how the internet is used in a safe way, how you actually use email and other messaging technologies, how you observe the copyright protection, how the information systems and communication systems are monitored, and how to report incidents. And the last section is about validity in document management, so who's in charge of the document, how often it needs to be reviewed, and so on.